Hey there. I'm working on a top 10 list that I thought would be my first video, but I thought this really needed addressing right now. So anyway, the Xbox One. Microsoft is taking away the trade restrictions and the always online 24-hour check-in shit that they had previously said they were implementing into the Xbox One. And everyone's going crazy saying, "Yeah, Microsoft!" about this. But I don't think they deserve it. You know why? Because they did it in the first place. They obviously don't care if they ever thought about doing it to begin with. There's no way you can convince me they thought we'd be okay with it. There's no way you can convince me they thought that we'd embrace it and love it. They just thought that it wouldn't be such a big deal that they'd actually lose so many customers to the idea. And now that they see they're going to, they're taking away, scrambling, trying to get your money back. Not to get you back, to get your money back. They want you to buy the consoles so bad that they're taking out all these features because they think they'll lose even more money from you not buying the consoles than from you trading in games. Or from you perhaps wiring or pirating games through the console or something. Which, first of all, if you're going to pay $500 for a console, you obviously have the money to buy a game or two instead of pirating it. There's still some horrible practices going on. They're still not allowing indies to self-publish, which is basically what made the Xbox Live Arcade and sold a lot more of the systems than I think they're even considering giving credit for. And the PS4 is even giving away free indie games to people who pay for their online service. While people who don't pay for the online service are still getting more. They're still getting the Netflix and the Facebook and all those other apps that you don't get unless you're a gold member with Xbox. And for the Wii U and the 3DS, you don't need to pay for anything. You just fucking get it. And all those systems are cheaper. $399 for PS4, $300 probably going down even more for the Wii U with its bad sales. The 3DS, which has some amazing games, $160 to $170 depending on the color if you get the regular 3DS. Why would you even bother paying $500 for that? And hell, they could still patch in later. They could still say, hey, people have already bought the system. It's selling like we expected it to. Now, let's patch back in all that bullshit that we had before to save us even more money. And then you're fucked. And you can trade the system in, but who cares? You already fucking bought it. They already got all their money from you. They're not going to lose money because you trade the system in. The worst part of all, I think, for you as a person buying this, is that you're supporting such horrible business practices in the gaming industry. They tried so hard to screw you over, and the only reason they're not doing it like they were before, at least not as much as they were before, is because they're afraid of losing your money. They should lose it just because of that. Don't give them your money. Shit like this won't happen again. No one will try it next console generation, or any generation after that, if the Xbox One still fails. But if they succeed, well, they can get away with being dickholes. Why can't we? Then it's a vicious cycle. They'll gradually come back to where we were 2 weeks ago with the Xbox One. We'll eventually end up with the fucking codes needing to be put in, with everything else limiting trades, with them taking your money from trades by managing your trades. Everything will come back eventually if you let them succeed after trying to do something like that. So, moral of the story, don't fucking buy an Xbox One! If you care about the industry, and you care about supporting decent companies as opposed to dickholes like fucking Microsoft, don't buy the console. Save yourself money and save yourself frustration by not buying the Xbox One. And keep decent consoles and decent practices going on in the industry.